Hi YouTube, I'm just going to do a quick note on suspension now for the next video. Generally I don't mess with the set up the suspension too much because I don't really do much track racing, I don't do much jumping either, I just do standard running. I've got it set up pretty much standard. There's only three drilled holes on the suspension mounts on the front for this and only two at the bottom. And I've got it set in the centre because that's generally the medium width that the suspension is set at, which is pretty much all round. Now if you're jumping, you'd want to bring it out a hole, which would make your suspension taller and your ground clearance higher, but this would actually reduce stability at the same time, and the wider you've got it set, like if you bring it round so it comes out further that way, then you'd actually have more stability around the corners, but you'd be lower to the floor, so that wouldn't be much good if you're doing anything over like big rocks or you're doing jumping, because you just like absolutely ruin the bottom of your chassis. But yeah, it's best to experiment yourself with, depending on what car you've got, what you're using it for, to see what the best setup is for you. Because also some people find that that with the different suspension setups they're getting different times around the track. Even on like a jump track, someone with a wide suspension, even if it bounces off every jump, would still be able to do it better than the other way because they keep flipping it over. So yeah, that's something to consider as well if you ever have spare time to mess about and probably ruin how your car handles. But yeah, and I think also in your instruction manual it tells you the standard setup of the suspension. But pretty much if you don't know, then it's normally pretty much middle to middle, generally middle to middle. But yeah, that's pretty much everything on suspension.